what do we have here? Uncle Bulkow in the building. We don't know. This could be the new world's hottest pepper. The only way to know is to try it multiple times, multiple peppers, and then have it tested. Okay? An independent lab, folks, not somebody that I'm friends with or pay off. Anyways, what is this? Now, it's not fully ripe, as you can see. I had a couple that they were bright red, and I put them in some chili. So I haven't had a chance to try it, but these red pods, they came off a Piranha plant, a yellow Piranha plant, and I don't know, man. So here's why I think we could have something screaming hot, is if it's an accidental cross, and what did it cross with. We know, anybody that watched my video yesterday, my live, I talked about this, the Piranha and another pepper, which they assumed was a 7 Pot Primo, was an accidental cross that created the Primotalii, which the Primotalii is the most consistent, really hot pepper that you can get your hands on. That's what the inside looks like. Yeah, so, there's, I don't know. But then also, let's talk about the Fatal Death pepper that was crossed by Alec from Bull City Pepper Company. That thing is just screaming hot, man. My wife was eating hellhammers and all these good peppers. When she tried one, I didn't tell her what it was, and she was like, "What's this? This is different. This is hotter." And she said at that time it was probably the hottest pepper. It's definitely the hottest pepper she had that season, and could be the hottest pepper she's ever had. So, what do we know? Or is this just a red Piranha? Right? I'm about to find out. I'm Uncle Bulkow. It's hot. It's got a lot of oils. Wow, it's hot. I haven't had a red Piranha in a while, so I don't know. But could be this could be a cross. I don't know at this point. It's from one of my growing partners. If you have a lot of wasp activity, hornets, I think that you'll see more accidental crosses than normal. So isolation is important if you are making sure you want to. I gave some isolated seeds and some stuff I saved out of a pepper. I'll tell you right now, I've saved seeds from stuff and bought isolated every year. And I've seen accidental crosses. You know what? I don't think last year I seen a lot of them, or if any. 2 years ago I did. But anyways, if I save seeds from a pepper, the ones out in front of my house, about 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, every morning you see wasp and hornets, and not early in the season. When I first put the plants out there, I usually buy ladybugs, make sure there's no aphids. Here's the thing, they don't have flowers on them that early. By the time there's flowers, the wasps are out. They are the best pest control ever. And they're natural. They're just from God. So when I go out to water my plants and I see those hornets or those little wasps all walking through there, I try to be very careful and not disturb them, because a lot of times when I'm watering, it scares them off. And I'll water the plants very nice and easy. All right, so what is it? I think it's just a red Piranha. It's hot. It's very hot, but it's not super hot. Yeah, I think it's just a fatality that went red, which happens all the time. I've grown T-Rex yellow for years, and I've seen them throw mustard pods, yellows, orange, and red pods. And so my buddy's got a plant that from T-Rex yellow seeds. It's red T-Rex. Yeah, so yeah, you'll see stuff revert and go back and forth all the time. I think it's just a red fatality. Well, it's hot. Fatalities, they can range. By the way, I seen some test results last night of some peppers. I'm not going to get into. They were sent confidentially, but. Well, I'll tell you one that I seen was the Reaper at 500,000 Scovilles. I know people have tested the Reaper time and time again, and they've never got a test over 800,000. So, do with that what you will. Now, most of the Reapers I've eaten have lit me up, like they're 800,000 or 1,000,000. Very rarely, but every once in a while, I've had one that's just like, So, these peppers, they can be all over the place on the SHU test. That's why it's important to get an average from multiple labs and have independent testing done. You get one test, that don't mean anything. That means nothing. Look at the Moruga scorpion. Averages 1.3 or 1.4 million. It's tested over 2 million before. Ghost peppers. I say the ghost pepper average is, I think, 750,000 or 800,000. A regular red ghost have tested at 1.2 million before. So it takes a lot of science. It takes patience. Most importantly, it takes truth. So many people want to say they got the world's hottest pepper. Show your test results. And then release that pepper. Release the powder at least. That way any one of us can spend $40 and have it tested. They don't want to do that. Why? They know they're lying. Alright, so that is definitely not, it's not an accidental cross, I don't think. It's just a red fatality. It's just a pod that reverted back from the yellow. But it tastes really good. It's not bitter at all. It's not floral at all. It's got nice heat to it. It's, to me right now, I'd say it's a little bit hotter than a habanero. which was the Guinness World Record, world's hottest pepper. That was another scam, the Red Savina. Supposedly averaging at 550,000 Scoville units. But no one ain't ever got even that as a high when they've had it tested. So, yeah. Check it out real quick. Go watch the last week's episode of Hot Ones with Vince Vaughn on it. I love Vince Vaughn, right? One of my favorite actors. Vince Vaughn eats the bomb, right? He handled all them sauces like they were nothing. He says, now this is kicking it up a notch. The bomb test at 136,000, right? Remember this, 136. They show the number. It's like this 5th or 6th sauce. They get to the last dab experience, claiming that it's 2.6 million. Okay? And he eats it, and then he puts a good amount on, and then he's like, let's do this. He wants to burn, man. He ain't getting burned. And he's like, this one's definitely hotter. And he points to the bomb. And he says that the bomb is hotter. So 136 compared to 2.6 million. And he says, this is definitely hotter. Let's do this. And he wants to douse a wing. He wants to get lit. After he's done with the whole gauntlet, right? Sean Evans like, oh yeah. Like Sean Evans agrees with him that the bomb is hotter than the experience. It is if it tests at 139 because the experience tested at 60,000. Yeah. So, bunch of liars and cheaters and scammers and thieves out there in the pepper community. Watch yourself.